Headed out bright and early this morning, headed to Port Canaveral, Florida. As soon as I hit the ground, I'm going to get a hot, local, tasty meal and a cool beverage to refresh myself while I explore the area. This is the observation tower at Port Canaveral. It's 7 stories. A couple of them just have conference rooms, but if you start at the bottom, there's different information about the area and the history, and then you work your way to the top to the observation tower deck up on top, and there's supposed to be some pretty good views, and this is very inexpensive. So a great activity to do when you're in Port Canaveral, say spending a day before a cruise, and which you can see there's a few cruise ships that are right here. There's a Royal Caribbean, and then this is a really cool little boardwalk pier area, different restaurants and shops, and then off through, where are we? I'll show a better view later, but over here there's a Disney, there's a Carnival, and a Norwegian ship. So right now we're gonna make my way over to the observation tower and see what we observe. So this is the 7th deck, the observation tower of the observation tower, and this is a really cool view. You can obviously see any of the ships that are in. There's the Royal Caribbean, boardwalk and pier area. There's Air Force area around here as well. Different, and not far from here is the SpaceX launch site. This is January 3rd. Well, I'm here now taking the video, and there was supposed to be a launch tomorrow, but that has been scrubbed, so sadly we won't get to see that. But there is a lot of activity, things to do here. You can rent boats for the day, you can go on little fishing expeditions for the day, lots of restaurants. There's the Jetty Park, which is not far from here. And obviously we see a Carnival ship, a Disney, and the Norwegian Sun. It is a very nice little museum. It would be very family friendly, very kid friendly. Learn some local history, different people that developed this area, and very inexpensive. And they do offer military and senior discounts. This area is so rich in history, from the Native Americans to slaves, and the importance in manatees and local flora and fauna to this area, and the environment itself, with this being such a major recreational cruise port and industrial port as well. There is so much here to learn, and the cruising industry began here in this area in 1964. So there's a long, rich history, and will only continue to build and prosper in this area for years, decades to come. One of my favorite things to do, and one of my #1 tips when cruising, is always go into the port city the day before your cruise ship leaves. And here is one of the reasons why. I'm sitting here at a dockside restaurant and just enjoying watching all of the ships that are leaving out actually the day before I do, but I can just sit back with my beverage and get to know the local people here, meet fellow passengers that I might be getting on the ship with the next day. But it's just a fun time to sit back and relax and watch all of the ships leave out and the different vessels in the area. And you just never know who you might see hanging out. In this particular outing here, there's the Carnival, there's another Norwegian, and there was a Royal Caribbean. But this one here, talking about seeing who, you never know who you're going to see hanging out. This was my first time actually getting an up-close look at a Disney ship. I have not been on a Disney ship yet, but I probably will in the future. But if you kind of be patient and wait till the end, you'll see who's hanging out in the back of the ship. That's right, Mickey.
I saw them too. They all had matching shirts. It's because Jim's a big guy. You can see Jim. And then you can big guy. Yeah, that's what you call him? Yeah.
I call him Uncle Jim. I call him.
So again, if you're in Port Canaveral, whether it's before or after a cruise, a great place to stop is the Brevard Zoo. You're going to spend the day here, well, several hours. Going to spend several hours here just exploring so that you can see all the different things that you can do to really expand on a cruise, whether it be pre or post. There's a lot of activities in this Port Canaveral, Orlando area to do that are inexpensive. A great way to spend time with your family.
Come here.
You're awesome, dude.
Now that brings us to our two camel brothers, Frankie and Sammy. So right here back behind us is Frankie, and the one in the front right over here is Sammy. So feel free to wave at them as you go by.
Daddy, we won. Just saw it. That's just not for it there. Oh, yes.
Half of our
He's big. Oh, stingrays.
We're chilling. 3 of them. All moved in.
Oh, here we go.
He moved. He like picked.
See, look at their happy face.
Oh my God, alone.
Cool.
Look, it's saying hi.
Did you see So throughout this zoo, there is sort of an aerial obstacle course that takes you to lots of different platforms all throughout the zoo. So if you wanted to step it up a notch and expand your visit to the zoo, you can add on the aerial component to it. So it literally lets you walk not through every area of the zoo, but a lot of the areas in the zoo from a treetop perspective, which I think is really cool.
It's manual. Aloha. Aloha. No, you want to get involved with you?
What I really like about this zoo so far is that obviously we're in Florida, so we have a lot of tropical plants that obviously grow fantastically in Florida, but there's all these cool wooden pathways.
I didn't look. I'm not in the so I can't
for you to just guide you through. So we are in the lorikeet exhibits. I have my nectar, so hopefully I can get him to come feed.
It's pretty.
You taking pictures, huh?
Yep. Hello, guy.
I got him. I got him.
So cute. So cute.
Cinnamon red or even blonde in color. Now over to our left is our free flight aviary. We can see many birds from Australia and Asia, but I'll talk more about what you can see in there on our way back around.
Africa and Australia. This is the guy.
Yeah, here's the old one. It kind of looks like it's perfect.
This guy's making his own pool.
This part is really cool. The kangaroo, where they have the kangaroo exhibit. So you see where they are, and this is just this walking path that takes us through. But look how open it is. I mean, they can literally come right out here up to you if they wanted. I mean, it's very open. They're not behind a cage here. I'm not sure what else, but that's kind of different. So remember just a second ago I was showing you how the open enclosures are. Here's a kangaroo just laying right here in the middle of our walking path. Everything's just fine with him. He's just laying down. But he's just about 3 yards in front of me. He's just chilling.
No. Oh, I see him now. I see him now. Oh, there's 3 monkeys.
Yeah, look at that.
I saw him jump.
Uh-oh, he dropped his
You see him up there? There we go. Look.
Look at the monkey.
See the turtle?
Oh, look.
Oh, look at the turtle.
That's a tortoise.
Oh, use up.
You are
Turtles
very
have
smart.
Flappers.
They do?
Yeah, that's a tortoise. Tortoise have the feet.
Don't correct adults.
No, you are smarter than me, young man.
You see the turtle? Yeah. A tortoise.
So he said that Zahara, this is a male turtle, and they get about 150 pounds, and this guy's already 140 pounds, and he's 22 years old. And I pet him, and his shell just feels like wood. They have these washing stations, so after you've played with the animals all over the place, they have these washing stations.
A llama. Alpaca. He's probably gonna jump at me, right?
So this is the kids' area, petting area, and then they actually have a little pool in here, a little splash pool area. In a zoo. That's pretty cool. You know, it's not giant, but it's got some fun little space for kids to splash and get cooled off. So the kayaking experience is another element that you can do here at the Brevard Zoo. Costs a little bit extra, but you actually get to get in sort of this group formation and kayak through different areas of the zoo. I think that's pretty spectacular. That would be super fun. How many of you can say you've kayaked in a zoo?
That was pretty good. You want some more? Done.
I was on the ball.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, man, it's hot. And then she said, I don't know where you
You got one?
got this he was sleeping, he asking me what type of blanket and then
Just don't touch me. Ew, 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 ew.
She's like, just don't touch me.
So cute. Oh, we don't have any. Sorry.
Boy, when you are out, they want nothing to do with you. Like, no. Well, I hope you enjoyed that brief snippet of a couple of things that you can do before or after a cruise in the Port Canaveral, Melbourne, Florida area. My number one cruise tip is always to go in to the city the day before, which is what I did, and I had a great time in Port Canaveral. And then at the end of my cruise, I had a late flight, so why sit in an airport? I decided to go to the Brevard Zoo, which is one of the cutest zoos that I have ever seen. Now, stay tuned because I want to show you a few more of the over 95 different things that you can do in the Port Canaveral, Melbourne area. Here are 13 attractions and things to do in the Melbourne area that I think are definitely worth your time exploring. Obviously, number one is the Brevard Zoo. I had such a great day. The Camp Holly airboat rides. I've done that in New Orleans, so it has to be just as fun here in Florida. The Space Coast Stadium, where several teams use this as their spring training home facility and Class A baseball. The historic Rossetter House Museum and Gardens. The Melbourne Beach Pier. Who doesn't love a good pier walk? There's the Escape Room. Those are very popular all over the United States. There's the King Center for the Performing Arts. Perhaps there's an act or a theater production or a musical performance that's going on that you could take advantage of. There's the Mallard's Landing Golf Course for you golf enthusiasts. And if you're feeling lucky, you could spend some time at the Melbourne Greyhound Park and Club 52 Poker, where they have tournaments throughout the year. There's the Liberty Bell Memorial Museum, which is a replica of the original, which obviously is located in Philadelphia. If you want to do a little bit of shopping, there's the Indian River Antique Mall. And if you really want to get your heart pumping, go to the Andretti Thrill Park. There's laser tag, mini golf, and don't forget the racetrack. Or if you just want to sit back and chill and relax, go to the beach. There are plenty of great beaches in the Brevard County area, but some of the best ones can be found in Melbourne, especially the Juan Ponce de Leon Landing, which is one of the most popular choices among locals for fishing and surfing. Whether you're looking for your next adventure or local activities to do in your town, never hesitate to get in touch with me. Call me, email me, or contact me through Facebook. Thank you for watching.